What's up everybody, Tiffany Outdoors here. Today I need to do some update on the Nano tanks. There's the hawk. Before there was a Tiffany Outdoors, there was Tiffany the farmer.
Follow U-turn when possible.
No, we're not U-turning.
Hi. Hi, what are you doing? Hi, baby.
First tank I want to talk about is my Betta tank. Y'all see all those dots? Boop, 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 boop. Alright, so there has been a snail explosion in there. I've already taken out some of the snails, but y'all, these snails are breeding faster than I can get rid of them. I mean, oh my goodness. Not only that, yeah, okay, you see all those little tiny white specks? All these specks in this area, and here, all those little white dots? See all those? You know what those are? Those are all baby snails. All those little white dots are baby snails. Yo. There's tons of them, and I do have a little bit of algae here on the front glass. I can take care of that, no big deal. But that tank is not today's project. That would be tomorrow's project. Today's project is my shrimp tank. This is my second Nano tank. So you see this, all that right there? Y'all, that is all hair algae. It is trying to take over. It's trying to take over. And that stuff grows so fast. I've been trying to get rid of it as often as I can. And this tank also has snails in it, but the shrimp keep the eggs, and the shrimp eat a lot of the snail eggs, so they keep the population down. So the glass here, there's no algae. I've never, ever had to scrape algae off the glass in this tank, ever. And not only that, the water is always super clear. But I need to get rid of all of this. So in that corner there is Java moss, which was doing great, and it still is. Let me show you the top. Look at that. The Java moss is growing out of the tank. It's doing so well, and it's all back there. I'm okay with that, but I've got to get rid of this hair algae. And a lot of people say that mothballs cause hair algae, but my 10-gallon tank has mothballs. It's got 3 in there, 3 large ones, bigger than these, I believe. And there's no hair algae or shrimp in that other tank. So what I want to do is I'm going to first off start trimming back this Java moss and hopefully getting most of that hair algae out of there without taking any shrimp with it. Let's see how I do. First thing I need to do is, I've got my bucket here. I need to probably wipe this out. I'm gonna wipe that out first and put some water in here just in case I accidentally suck up some shrimp in that and trying to remove all that algae out of there. Alright, I got a little bit of clean water there, and I'm also gonna go ahead and do a water change on this tank, so I need to get some of the water out of there. I'm gonna try and do this without sucking up any shrimp. That's the hard part. And I don't mind if I suck out some snails. The suction on this is just so powerful that I don't want to I don't want to use this siphon to suck up anything, because I have a feeling I'll suck up shrimp. There's like close to 30 shrimp in here. A lot of babies too. A lot of babies. There has to be shrimp in there now. When I first started this, there were no shrimp. Now I got 3 shrimp in there. Oh gosh, there's more than 3. So we got one there, one there, one there, one there. Okay. Let's see if I can shoot these guys out. And I'm gonna use my scissors to... Actually, you know what? I want to start with the toothbrush. A lot of people use toothbrush to kind of pull this stuff out. Look at that. It's like all over everything. This stuff is also called it's also called hair algae. Look at all that. It's when I pull it, it feels like I'm pulling on fishing line. I want to make sure I don't catch any shrimp. There is a baby shrimp right there. Look at that. Oh gosh, it's pulling everything. Ooh. Alright, I'm going to reach in and take out these moss balls. And I'm not going to put these back in. And what I've noticed too is sometimes the shrimp get hung up in this. Look how it's holding on to the substrate even. Sometimes the shrimp get hung up in this and they're trying to get out of it. They're struggling to get out of it. Can't say for sure that these moss balls are the cause of this, but I know a lot of people say that these cause hair algae. Who knows? So I'm going to remove the moss balls and put them in something else. But in the meantime, I'll leave it down in there. Get out of the way, little shrimplet. Boy. Trying to take smaller chunks at a time. Each time I put a piece in there, I inspect it thoroughly to make sure I'm not sucking up some baby shrimp. Those 2 dark spots right there are substrate. Either that or a snail. But I want to make sure I don't take any shrimp out. Don't want to do that. Alright, y'all, I'm going to pull out the rest of this algae as much as I can. And is that a shrimp? I'm going to pull out I'm going to pull out as much of this algae as I can, and then I'll come back and show you guys the results. Alright, got a lot of that bottom section cleared out. Now I'm going to go in with some scissors, if I can find them. Oh, right here. Okay. Y'all, let me show you what what the challenge is. Let me show you how tiny the little baby shrimp are. Look at those. Look how tiny that is compared to my finger. Just so itty bitty. Itty bitty. So I'm gonna have to be really careful not to get them tangled up in there. Look, there's one right there that's so little. Okay, the hard part. This is going to be the hard part. I think I need to do it in tiny chunks. So to do that. There's so many shrimp. Try and shoo them out before I start clipping. There's one. They get hung up in there. And some of them are getting trapped and they can't get out. And unfortunately, I can't reuse this Java moss, or else I'm going to spread this hair algae to the next tank. So, Java moss, I'm going to get a major trimming, cutting it back, and see if I can't get most of this hair algae out. I'm checking each piece that I cut off in the water to make sure I'm not dragging any shrimps out. The little babies. Oh boy. Y'all, this is hard. Alright, let me continue on. It's getting there, y'all. I have hacked that away, and that right there is chock full of hair algae. So I'm making a decision. I'm going to pull this whole piece of wood out. I'm going to pull that whole thing out. Take the Java moss and the hair algae off of it, put it back in, and I was able to get some that was at the top, that was growing out the top that I showed y'all. So I'm going to put that back in the tree and look just like when I first put this in there. So I'm almost about to make a decision to take this out permanently and just add in more dragon stone. I don't know, the water's so cloudy too. But anyway, yeah, this right here that's got to come out. See if I can do this without a big mess. So this tank started off with, I think it was six shrimp in there. So yeah, not bad, not bad. Got a nice healthy shrimp population in there now. I did find one shrimp that was tangled up in there, and I got him back, or her, back into the tank. Now I'm just double checking for more. It's a shame, because look at this dark green growth. I mean, it's so dark and beautiful. I hate that I have to throw this away. But I don't have a choice because the hair algae is all tangled up in it. Now there's stuff you can do, there's chemicals you can add, but you guys, I don't want to use chemicals. I really want to avoid using chemicals as much as possible. I mean, you know, some of the, because, well, another thing is with shrimp, you can't just put anything in there because they're so sensitive to different chemicals, and the chemicals can and will kill them. There's still small patches of hair algae in there. All that there, and there's some there. There's a little piece there. So I'm gonna take my toothbrush and try and get the rest of that up as much as I can. Alright, y'all, I am done for the most part. I'll put this tree back in and hope for the best. And let's see here. Gotta do this gently. I don't want to Don't want to smash anybody. There we go. That's good enough right there like that. I'm happy with that. Alright, now to refill this tank. Huge difference. Oh. But the good thing about it is this time the Java moss is already stuck to the tree naturally, and hopefully it'll just grow throughout all of these branches, minus the hair algae. Minus that. So there's that, and this will clear up. I'm hoping it clears up sooner than later, and I just hope that what I did was enough to get rid of most of this algae. I will start doing less light here, and that's just a LED light. That's not even a grow light for plants at all. This is the LED light that I got from Wish. I think I paid $8 or $10 for it, but it looks really nice on this tank. Well, I'm just hoping that what I did was enough. And yeah, like I was saying, shorter light period. Shorter light periods. Alright. It looks much better already. Much better. Alright, y'all, that's all I have for today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and you can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram for videos and pictures you will not see here on YouTube. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.